throughout this whole pandemic, I have made vodka drinks at home. I have made tequila drinks that you can make at home, and I have made rum drinks that you can make from your home. However, perhaps you're looking more old school. Perhaps you're looking a little bit more gin. Yeah, maybe you want some gin. And if that's the case, then you have found the right place. As per usual in this series, I am going to make 3 very, very simple gin cocktails that you could make right from home with very easy to find ingredients. And if you're interested in seeing the rum, the vodka, the tequila, then there is a playlist that you can go to that has those easy to make quick cocktails all in one place. So check that out as well. So the drinks that I'm making today are, like I said, very, very simplistic in nature. They are just something that you're going to be able to put together in a pinch. And I want to point out that I'm using fresh lemons, fresh limes in here, like always. But if you can't find any, or you don't want to go to the store and you have some bottled on hand, it'll do the trick. Just not as good in my opinion, but it is what it is. So I want to start off with an easy drink called the Gimlet. This is going to use a cocktail glass. You can chill that in advance if you'd like to. Also, this is going to use some Rose's sweetened lime juice. Now, I don't typically advocate using something like this. Usually it's over sweetened. But the story goes, and it goes perfect for the quarantine, which is why I'm telling it. The story goes that sailors used to drink a lot of gimlets because they were given gin rations on the boat, and this Rose's stuff, not only is lime juice good for scurvy, but this stuff would keep on ships for a long time, and it would last. It holds its own, so that's why this kind of became a drink. So the gin gimlet is very simplistic. It's just going to use a base liquor of gin. Just a London Dry will work just fine. And typically, you'll see a lot of 50-50 recipes, a lot of that. But personally, I prefer to actually bump up the alcohol a little bit on this. So I'm going to start with 2.5 ounces. 2.5 ounces, not 2. So it's a little alcohol heavy. 2.5 ounces in there. We're going to follow this up with the Rose's lime juice. Now, I'm putting 1.25 ounces of the Roses into a shaking tin. Nice 1.25 ounces right there. This stuff is just a neon green. I don't typically use it, but like I said, it goes with the whole invention of the gimlet in the first place, so why not include it, in my opinion. We're also going to use a little bit, just a touch, of real lime juice, and if you don't want to use some real lime juice and you would like to just do an extra 1/4 ounce or so of Roses, you can do that. You're going to get a sweeter, slightly sweeter drink. The reason I'm doing this is it adds a little nice bite of citrus. It's going to be 1/4 ounce. 1/4 ounce of lime juice. I'm going to save that because I'll need a little more juice for later. This is just going to get some ice and a nice shake. All right. Now, some of the recipes, especially the 50-50, call for a stir, not a shake, but I like to shake mine. Get a nice frothy drink. Now, this will be a little more clear if you choose to, stir it rather than shake. And you're going to get a very nice looking drink. A lot of people will put some fresh mint on the top of this, whatever the case may be. But you don't have to. You can put a lime over top of it if you wanted to. Whatever you want to do. But that is a nice, fragrant gin gimlet. They make them in vodka now, as with most drinks that have evolved over time. There's a vodka version as well, but, you know, I'm not crazy about that. So this next cocktail, I'm just going to cut up a couple pieces of lime here, because we're going to use this as a garnish. So a couple lime wheels. Don't have to get real fancy with it. Didn't do a very good job cutting that, but, you know, if you're quarantined by yourself, I guess there's no one really to yell at you but yourself. Right? Yeah. So we're going to start off with just a highball glass. And I'm going to put some ice in that. A little more. All right, perfect. This drink is called a gin Ricky. Very, very simplistic drink. You know, put this together in a pinch. It's going to also start off with some London Dry. It's going to be 2 ounces of our London Dry. It's going to be built in the glass, so you don't have to worry about shaking, stirring, any of that stuff. You just build it right in the glass. And I'm going to take my lime that I had left over from before. Let's finish squeezing the juice out of that. And some of my remaining lime is going to be squeezed as well. And it'll give you a half an ounce. So half an ounce of lime juice going in there. We're just going to take a little bit of club soda. I had to get the cheapo club soda. Fever Tree makes a good club soda. Whoop. And I swear, no matter what, these things are like diffusing a bomb. They always want to go everywhere. Just looking at a thing of club soda makes it just want to go nuts. We'll take some club soda, pour that in, just top it off with the soda. I like to throw a couple lime wheels down in. Straw, just push that in, maybe give it a little gentle stir with the straw, incorporate some of those flavors. And there we have a gin Ricky. It's number 2. Number 3 is an old school cocktail. It is called a Tom Collins. Now, unfortunately, as you may notice, I have this glass. This is not a Collins glass, but that's okay. You know, I broke my couple Collins glasses I had, and I had this, but this is a 12-ounce glass, and it will do the trick as well. So I'm just going to dump my shaker out here and rinse it out real quick, and we're going to make a Tom Collins. Now, you can make a Tom Collins with a regular London Dry, but I like to use this. Old Tom Gin. I'm using Ransom Old Tom Gin, and you know, this is what the Tom Collins is called the Tom Collins for, because the Old Tom is a style they used to use. So if you can get a hold of some, you definitely want to do that. Definitely some great stuff, this Ransom. Even I just sprayed some everywhere. Okay, we are going to put 2 ounces of the Old Tom Gin into a shaker tin. Not all Old Tom Gin is colored like this. Some of it's clear, so mine might look a little bit different, and that is okay. More than okay. Very much so. Let me get rid of this lime here. All right, so I do have a lemon. And we're going to take our lemon, and I'm going to cut that. And I'm also going to cut nice lemon wheel, because we are going to use that as a garnish going down at the end of this drink. We're going to take this lemon and squeeze it off. It's going to be a 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. Wait a minute, I screwed that up. Oh, I've been in quarantine for so long, I'm not even thinking correctly. It's not a 1/2 ounce. No. It's an ounce. An ounce of our lemon juice is going into the shaker tin. So now that we have the correct amount, we're going to put a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. That was where I screwed up. Should have been 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, 1 ounce of lemon juice. Everybody makes mistakes though, you know? So this is going to get some ice, and this is going to get shaken as well. Nice. Nicely shaken cocktail here. I have my not Collins glass that I'm going to fill with some ice. So, some fresh ice going in there. This glass holds about 12 ounces, which is what a standard Collins glass will hold, which is why I chose it. Alright. I believe that's enough ice. We're going to strain this right in to this glass. And it does quite a nice job filling most of the glass. And we're going to take more of our soda water, and we're going to put a nice little topper on there of soda water. I'm going to throw a lemon in the top. And ladies and gentlemen, that is how you make a Tom Collins cocktail. So I have the Tom Collins. I have a Gin Ricky, which my limes have now settled to the bottom of. And I have a Gin Gimlet, which, hey, is actually looking a little more clear now. So, I like it. Let me set these up real nice and neat. But yes, these are 3 very simplistic cocktail drinks that you can make right at home using gin. And if you noticed, gin was the only primary alcohol. You don't have to worry about no vermouths. You don't have to worry about triple sec. Just gin. Well, I really hope you enjoyed this and found some value in this. Like I said earlier, I do have other videos like this where I made easy cocktails at home using, some rum, some tequila, some vodka, and there is a playlist that I hope you check out. If you really dig my stuff and you want to follow everything I post, you can click down below on that subscribe button and hit the bell icon. You'll get notified anytime I post something new. So if you're looking for a quarantine drinking buddy, I'm your guy. I want to thank you for watching this, and remember that if this idiot can do it, so can you. Cheers. I got some drinking to do.